I'm here to tell you that there are some people in our street that are just violent. They're calculated.
Go ahead, we find this guy.
Deliberate in their actions.
Please help us find him.
They stop at absolutely nothing to prey on others.
That's all I ask.
That's exactly what we experienced within the New Mexico State Police.
5 o'clock in the morning on March 15th, 2024, a New Mexico State Police trooper pulls behind an apparent broken-down vehicle to assist. Unbeknownst to the trooper, the man he will soon speak to has just gone on a rampant crime spree. Although this footage is taken in New Mexico, Jeremy Alexander Smith began his crime spree 1,500 miles away in Marion County, South Carolina. There, Jeremy allegedly kidnapped a woman named Phoenicia Machado IV, taking her hostage after stealing not just her vehicle, but her roommate's handgun. This is a repeated offense for Jeremy, as his past charges include taking hostages and rioting in jail, burglary, breaking and entering, armed robbery, resisting and evading police, auto theft, and shooting at or from a motor vehicle. 2 days have passed since her kidnapping, during which Phoenicia's family members promptly reported her missing. At the time, Phoenicia is a paramedic crew chief for Florence County Emergency Medical Services and an Air Force veteran. However, at the moment this footage takes place, authorities did not know her whereabouts, that Jeremy might be involved, nor that he drove her stolen vehicle over 1,700 miles up to this point. From the perspective of Trooper Justin Hare, this is a routine stop to help get a civilian's broken-down vehicle off the highway.
Hey, bud.
Got a flat tire, you can help me?
What are you needing?
Just a tire. I need a ride to the store, you get me there.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but, nobody's open tonight.
Well, that's fine, I'll get town. I just don't come back to get the car.
Okay, go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick. I'll get you.
After Jeremy gets in the patrol car, he drives several miles down I-40 while the wounded officer sits beside him at what we calculate to be speeds of around 110 miles an hour before pulling into exit 311 off the side of historic Route 66. After dragging Trooper Hare out of the vehicle, Jeremy gets back into the patrol car and begins driving erratically, making several U-turns while turning the vehicle's lights on and off. As he heads back toward his abandoned stolen vehicle, he exits the cruiser and circles it. The cruiser footage we received has no audio, but it is possible that Jeremy turned on the police radio to listen to official communications. When Trooper Hare failed to respond to dispatch, an officer was sent as emergency backup. However, tensions rose further when his duress signal activated. According to New Mexico State Police Chief Troy Weisler, it remains unclear whether Hare activated the signal himself, or if it was triggered by Jeremy moving him. For an unknown reason, Jeremy abruptly changes course, making another U-turn instead of continuing toward his stolen vehicle. He then drives past Trooper Hare and continues westbound along the frontage road of Interstate 40 for several miles. At this point, a secondary officer spots Hare's cruiser speeding along the frontage road near mile marker 312. The officer takes the next exit to get onto the frontage road and attempts to catch up. When the officer finally reaches the patrol unit, it has already crashed near milepost 304 on Interstate 40. Due to the darkness, officers are unable to witness the crash directly.
Hello? I got blood. What?
Yeah, you're bro. Everything.
Did you?
Yeah, so I don't know if he might have gotten out. If he jumped out or something, it'd have to be a little bit back, a little bit east.
I'm trying to find blood. Be careful. Might be armed. Hey, I need you to relay to everybody responding. We did find the vehicle unoccupied. There's blood in the passenger seat. Be on the lookout for a black male. Description of that original call. I got a note.
No sauce. 966 rifle is still in the unit. Individual possibly might have gotten out.
For the unit, affirm to come carry below the frontage road to see if anybody got out.
I got units checking that area.
Oh, sweet, dude, sweet, cool. I'm gonna let him know. They haven't found Harry yet either.
The officer in question's hair. I got it. Spars it with me now.
Had to have gotten out driver's side.
This call was at I-40 west at the 318. It was on the welfare check on a male subject that was standing in the highway trying to wave down traffic.
I'm gonna be 76 to 966's last location.
Be advised, they have not located the intimacy. Officer, be aware that the other male subject, the black male subject, may be armed. Come on the 305 from the frontage road.
Yeah, because this dude saw me, man, and he just started hitting the brakes, man. So I don't know if he booked it before he crashed or what. Because it crashed pretty slow, man. So.
Yeah, see if the DA can come out. They have drones.
Oh, heck yeah, dude. You want to climb?
Walk down a little way?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. So I take it this dude was probably bleeding, man.
Yeah. He bailed out. He would have had to bail out
Over there, yeah.
after the turn.
Push left so we can see down this.
And for us, possibly the white vehicle as the RP called in about where the male subject was standing in the lanes of travel trying to wave down traffic.
We'll be on the lookout for a black male. Consider him armed. I got pretty much everybody coming out. Hey, brother.
Hey, Captain, we're here at the crash site. I saw the guy slow down, and we did a felony stop on, and there's no one in the car, so we're taking this guy booked it.
Get off at the 300 and take that frontage road.
We have one here.
Nah, negative. I haven't found him yet. There's blood on the passenger seat, but the person that I guess Harry dealt with, possibly that black male that was waving down traffic, we're thinking he's probably the one that took off with his car, but we don't know where he's at.
Well, that unit's a crime scene, dude.
Okay, 10-4, we'll hold it here.
Don't mess with it.
Okay.
It's a crime scene, dude. Let's, till we find here, dude, I'm coming out. Let's see what happens.
All right, sounds good, Captain.
Be careful, man.
Hey, no problem. We'll hold it here. Limping around.
Hang out. He might be.
Yeah. You can't find him or what?
Is that hair?
What?
966.
What?
It's 966 hair.
Yes.
Son of a.
This officer might be especially concerned for Hare's well-being, as Hare and his significant other have 2 young daughters and are expecting a 3rd child.
Dude.
Let me go get another flashlight.
Hair would have been behind him. They said he was walking on the road, bro.
Hey, Santos!
Leave it, man.
Don't touch it, bro!
Jesus Christ. We're gonna keep pushing, yeah. Let's go.
You didn't see anybody on the highway? No.
Okay, dude. Oh, Hare, bro.
We got everyone rolling, right?
Yeah, dude. No one's found Harry yet.
Not that I know of. Any radio traffic of shots fired or anything like that?
Nothing, dude. He freaking did his arrest. That's about it, dude. And he hit it off the hook. I was in Santa Rosa, dude. I was dropping off the rookie, and I was feeling up when all that happened. So, yeah, dude, don't touch anything, bro.
No, I'm not.
It's all crime scene right now. So, looks like we got another unit, bro.
This is your guy.
Oh, okay.
Empty vehicle, but passenger side.
Okay.
Hey, yeah, just don't touch it, bro.
You what? No, I'm not going to.
Oh, yeah. Made it clear.
We have no way of saying if he was last driving this vehicle.
I mean, obviously it wouldn't be her, but I saw him, dude. He saw me and he booked it on the freaking bridge.
I checked that whole area where that car was, bro. I didn't see anything.
No blood or anything on there, bro?
No, nothing.
Where's the next car?
The car's at the 320. Well,
318? On I-40?
yeah.
Hey, so Hare was not the last one driving this car.
No, it wasn't hair, dude. Because the dude saw me and he hauled us on the frontage road westbound. I don't know if he jumped off over there or whatever, dude. Just in 48, bro.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
I'll be 97 here on the scene now. After 305.
You think the guy knows how to turn lights on?
Unless it wasn't on.
Hey, do we have any update on you guys?
Come on, brother, where you at? Please don't be f***ed up. Come on, brother.
We need to have people up here looking for my guy. Have them come up here. We also need people from Clovis.
You've called special operations. They're on their way. So you can help with the search.
Fuck. 961 Norcom, 961 Norcom, I have 966 off the 311 exit. He's 10-7, 10-7. Get all units here now. Fucking Hair. Brother, hey, brother, Hair. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. 961 Norcom. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. Hair, hey, brother, hey. Hey, it's okay, brother. Dude, I can't tell what's going on. He has a f***ing gunshot wound to the neck. Dude, I need a f***ing 55, bro. Hey, see what the mile marker is. 961 Norcom. I don't know the mile marker I'm at. Off the frontage road, but it's right directly off the frontage road. Off the I-40 exit at the 311. He has a gunshot wound to the neck. He's bleeding out profusely. I need a 55 now. Hey, brother, it's okay. Hey, 961 Norcom.
Gunshot wound to the head.
Here, bro. Hey.
We'll be rolling the 55 in. What's your current 20?
961 Norcom. I'm on the frontage road. I don't know the exact mile marker, but it's directly right off the frontage road.
We're here, brother. Here, we're here, bro. Fighting, brother.
We'll be rolling it.
Fighting, dude.
There's one on my head and then one to the neck.
They're going to be on the frontage road between the...
You're gonna be good, brother. We're here. Keep fighting, dude. Keep fighting,
right,
brother.
DSW times 2.
We need to assess for further injuries, bro.
No, that's what I'm trying to check. Yeah, I haven't even hit a chest. Here. Cut this vest off, dude.
And first direct.
Here. He has one to the neck, dude, and then one right to the head.
Keep fighting, dude.
Here, you're all right, brother.
Here.
It's gonna be okay,
Fighting, dude. Come on, man.
You're gonna be okay.
Stay with us.
You're all right, brother.
Here's the other one.
It's okay. It's right here on the forehead. You're gonna be okay, brother. We love you, dude. You'll be okay.
You're okay.
All right, bro. Where the f is that 55 at, man?
Coming. They're coming.
Gunshot wound to the head, gunshot to the neck. The gunshot through the esophagus, like through and through, and then one to the head.
Where else do we need a wrap?
That's it, dude. It's just to the face. It's
Your
not
pulse. Starting questions.
Go ahead.
He's here. Let's keep fighting, dude. Don't give up. Don't give up, dude.
Stay in this, brother. Come on.
Come on, bro.
Keep his head like that. You're good, brother. Come on. You're still breathing. You're still in this.
We need to clear that passage, dude. What do we do?
We don't have any suction, so just everybody, hey, I know. Just take a minute, okay? Open your mouth, buddy. Open your mouth so I can get that clot out. Okay.
Come on, brother. Here.
Ambulance will be here. You're all right, bud.
Hey, you're all right, man. Stay in this shit.
Still breathing.
Come on, brother. Stay in this shit. Come on.
Come on here. I'm here, buddy. I'm here, Hare.
The breathing heard from Trooper Hare is likely agonal breathing, a reflexive gasp when the brain is deprived of oxygen, often due to blood loss. Though it may seem like a sign of recovery, it is not true breathing. Agonal breathing can be misleading, but performing CPR during this state increases the chances of survival. Agonal breathing is more common than people may believe, as studies show it occurs in 40% of cardiac arrest cases.
You're all right, man.
Get a fixed wing in right now. Get him out of here. But there's no helicopters. They're coming.
There's a helicopter coming?
No, there's no helicopters flying right now because of the weather. But we're trying to get a fixed wing.
Come on, brother. Get that. Come on, dude.
Come on, Hare.
Stay in
Fight.
this. Come on.
Fight for it, dude. Come on, Hare. Don't give up, dude. Fight.
There you go.
Come on, Hare.
Stay in this.
Dude, keep sweeping him. Make sure he doesn't have any other ones. Where's the ambulance at, man? They're coming.
It doesn't happen on the back.
I don't think so.
Okay, here. Cover him up. Don't let him get cold. Don't let him get cold.
Here, go to the back one. Stay warm.
Here. Come on, bro. Keep breathing. Let's go.
Keep going, buddy. You got this.
This is gonna be 97.
You got this, buddy. You got this here. Come on, brother.
They're right here. They're right here.
Got a gunshot wound to the head, possibly to the neck, right?
He has two. One to the head, one to the face, one to the neck.
All right, let's get ready to look.
I got his head. I got his head.
One.
1, 2, 3. Come on, buddy.
Come on.
Come on, bro.
Look for that motherfucker now, dude. You're with him. He's getting loose.
All right, dude. We're gonna go find this motherfucker.
Where's Esparza? Up there more?
Yeah, he's up there for the unit.
I didn't see anything on the frontage road.
You and Reina take 40. He's still on foot, possibly. And me and Schwerbacher, they hit the frontage road. Going westbound.
Come on here. You can't see on the frontage road, X.
No?
No. It would make more sense to go on foot.
Let's go. Let's go.
What are we waiting for? LT's asking.
Tell him we're doing our job to let us go.
All right. You said that they're doing their job and they're gonna move when they're working on them.
Games.
In the hours after Hare is rushed to the hospital, officers on scene traverse the surrounding area in search of their suspect.
Last seen wearing a brown hoodie, African-American male subject. Might be armed.
Oh God, it's here. Please help them pull through. I pray to God we find this guy. Please help us find him. That's all I ask.
No foot tracks. At least it's gonna be daylight soon. Let's keep pushing west. Got shot like 3 times in the face on a welfare check, but we're looking for the subject now because he's still in -25 with that guy. They said his arrest went off. He wasn't answering his unit or his radio or his phone, and so I told him I'd come out here. And now I found him 2 to the head and 1 to the neck, like through and through, and he just got transported. But I don't know where he's at now.
Let's keep going, bro. Let's keep going.
010 at the 300, male subject entering the bathroom. Appears to be a dark red, possibly almost brown hoodie.
At the 300, possible male subject entering the bathrooms.
A moment of hope arises when officers hold a suspect at gunpoint just a few miles down the road,
1 subject, gunpoint, on the ground.
only to discover the individual was not involved shortly after.
-25, it was not the correct subject.
During the search, the rough terrain causes one of the cruiser's tires to go flat.
Hey guys, I don't know about this terrain, also. I think I just got a flat tire.
You want to turn back and go 240?
Yeah, let's do it. I got a flat tire, guys. My apologies.
An issue likely weighing on the officers' minds, as this was the very task Trooper Hare had intended for a civilian before he was shot.
Get this mother.
Secure the vehicle, but do not track around. TAC team wants to be able to track him from the vehicle.
Let's go get some gas first, bro. It's not my blood, bro.
Dawn, 2 hours and 21 minutes since Trooper Hare was shot. These officers have been up all night, and their work is far from over. As the sun rises, dozens of officers track Jeremy's movements.
I got a taser right here.
Jacket, pocket taser, and a cigarette lighter.
I think he's going that way. It's an orange jacket that he was wearing.
We found the signs of him. He's wearing like some type of Nike, like maybe 270 sole, like an air pistol sole. They're deep too, like he's running. Headed westbound, towards town.
They think they picked up the track on that side.
I think there
A
is.
culvert, Trying to work his way to Santa Rosa.
He's handrail.
They said they got 2 cell phones over there.
Oh, really?
Uncovering his abandoned jacket, a possible discarded taser, a cigarette lighter, and 2 cell phones. Footprints suggest he is wearing Nike shoes, and his tracks lead west through a highway culvert towards Santa Rosa, a town roughly 30 miles away. A rest stop lies just a few miles from the crime scene in that direction, raising the possibility that Jeremy reached it and hitchhiked away before officers located Hare. While searching the surrounding area, another team of investigators contacted nearby businesses for any information they could find.
I didn't report anything. I guess somebody called in and said he was out here by the ice machines.
Okay.
The officer that was here asked to do footage. This is the closest one we got, but we didn't see anything.
I know it's gonna be a pain, but can we watch this from 5 o'clock to 10 o'clock?
Just hold it in. I don't know.
Okay, wait, wasn't any of the employees though?
Not that I know of.
Everybody's gotta wear their hoodie on their head, huh?
I know, it's like...
This is what we're looking for. They said like a homeless camp is pretty close here, is that correct? Someone said it, I don't, like a little, where homeless people like to gather, I don't know. Trying to see if maybe you've seen that dude walking in. I know it's not much to go off of.
No.
It's another dash cam angle, kind of has the whole...
He's a younger looking guy.
Yeah, the whole pinstripe
got
beard.
Some earrings.
Yeah.
Right. He's got nice teeth.
Yep.
What did this dude do?
He killed a state cop, so... Yeah, so that we're trying to track him down still. So
hope we catch him.
Yeah, hopefully we do.
Hope he doesn't survive the night.
Yeah, so.
Sorry to say that, but.
Oh yeah, no, I'll.
You haven't? Okay.
Yeah. When you have a minute, I'll talk to you. I know you're super busy.
I have not seen him today.
Have you guys seen anything suspicious or anything like that?
You know, there is something I wanted to mention. Is it African American guy?
Yes.
Looks like in the picture. There was a guy walking here. You know, red hoodie, jeans, everything. It was a white guy.
It was a white guy.
But he was wearing a red hoodie. I mean, you know, it did look like it. You know.
I was wondering if you noticed anything, if you seen him walking around, or.
Actually, after the state police came here this morning, I had seen a guy, dark-colored guy, walking in a dark-colored hoodie with a backpack. He walked right in front of here, walking that way.
About what time?
It was still dark outside.
I was at the pilot dropping breakfast off to my husband, and I seen like a sketchy guy standing there. And usually homeless people have a duffel bag and a dog, and he didn't have anything but his hands in his pockets, hood over his face. When my husband came out, he took off around the corner, which my husband works there, and like I just thought maybe he was afraid my husband was going to kick him off the property, being maybe a homeless guy. And then, anyways, I got to work. I seen the news, and then I seen that the person of interest was wearing a hoodie and a brown jacket, and that man was wearing a brown hoodie with a light jacket. Like the build matches.
Officers are able to identify their suspect based off the information they gathered from his stolen vehicle and collaborative efforts with officers from South Carolina who were investigating their missing person case involving Phonesia Machado 4. Once officers were able to obtain GPS data from the vehicle, South Carolina authorities were clued in on Phonesia's location, who was discovered just several miles away from where she was abducted in South Carolina, robbed of her life, and left on the side of a secluded road. Reports indicated she had been tortured before being killed execution style by a single bullet wound. Through unspecified methods, likely restricted by court stipulations, officers obtained information linked to a person of interest. A review of the footage suggests that one of the recovered cell phones belongs to a contact of Jeremy, a significant other who lives approximately 140 miles away in Albuquerque. After analyzing the owner's financial history, officers trace a transaction to a nearby gas station. The transaction confirms she was active around the time Jeremy shot Trooper Hare, suggesting she could have given him a ride from the scene.
It's from the EBT. So the purchase made was like $6.28 this morning. So I don't know what you could actually buy from your menu that would amount to that. Yeah, it was reported to us that she had came in, made a small purchase, and that was about it.
And then there she is buying the stuff.
What time did the show at?
At 7:06.
7:06 a.m. and it's on the Circle K side. Hey, was she by herself on that?
At the register, it just shows her by herself. Just go back and look at the front entrance because it'll zoom on their person.
There she, yep. Vehicle's on. Somebody's with her. What time is that?
7:01:45.
What time did the actual homicide occur? Was it early enough that she
5. Yeah, 5.
After potentially linking Jeremy's significant other to his escape, investigators locate her traveling with her father as they are seemingly headed away from town for the weekend.
Are you aware of what happened this morning?
No, can you tell me?
Yeah, sure. So this morning at about 5 o'clock, took the state police vehicle until he wrecked it, then fled on foot. We developed some information that it might be Jeremy Smith, and so we want to get any information that we can about him. Do you know this person?
Yes.
Who is that?
Jeremy Smith.
When was the last time you saw him?
Can you pull out my phone?
Absolutely.
It was February 29th, the Thursday. Me and my mom dropped him off at the airport for him to go back to South Carolina because we had a altercation.
A review of Jeremy's criminal history from that time reveals that officers had previously intervened in a domestic dispute between him and this woman, an incident captured on police body camera footage.
You can wait for an officer and we can escort you to get your stuff. That way you guys don't fight anymore and nobody goes to jail. Okay?
But that's the thing, we want to fight and physical.
It doesn't matter. You know? It's still domestic if you argue with her.
No charges were filed regarding that incident.
He has a bad temper, and I was getting tired of it, and he doesn't listen. He got upset with me, and he was raising his voice, and he was saying that he's not his old self. He was going like that, like putting up his fist to show me that this is how I could be, and he scared me. I wanted to go home, and I just wanted him out of my life. I told him I didn't want nothing to do with him, and then my mom, we were going to buy him a ticket, but his uncle bought him the ticket. He doesn't know nobody here but me. February 29th, we dropped him off, and he kept calling me, and at first I was like, just leave me alone. But then, because I have a soft heart, I was just like, look, we will never be together, but I will be friends with you, but I don't ever want to see you. But if you need someone to talk to, I'll be here. And he just kept saying, I'm going to come back to you. And of course, I didn't believe him. I mean, maybe I should believe that, but I didn't.
I'm not one for relationship advice. So yeah,
He would just keep calling. I would ignore him. And then yesterday, he called me and he just said, I love you. It was at 2 in the morning and I was tired and I had to get up at 5 for work. So I just go, what? And I hang up. Today, he actually calls me at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I told myself, you need to really let him go, so I didn't pick up.
How long did you guys date for?
We were talking while he was in prison. He was in prison for 12 years.
How'd you meet?
I do broadcasting, so I'm like always dancing and just being myself. He just started talking to me on there.
Maybe not a dating app, or was it a dating app, or was it just a...
It's like a dating app, but you can also broadcast on it.
Okay. What app was it again?
Poof.
Poof, okay. Was he ever actually physically violent with you?
No. I know he would say, oh, I'll kill you, you know, if you ever leave me, and he said it in front of my mom, and my mom didn't like that.
Did he get a job when he was here? Did he...
No, he had income.
From?
I don't know.
So the phone number that he called you from...
I don't have it.
Okay.
Because I always, whenever he calls me, I don't want to memorize his number. So I always delete it. Always. I delete pictures. I'm the type of person that I don't want to see that person, so I just delete their information.
Why did you give it to him?
Whenever we were together, when he would go back and forth, I just wanted to keep in contact with him, and I wanted him to have a phone. It's an iPhone, and I go, oh, is it pink? And then he goes, yes. And I go, wait, what? And then he tells me what city it's in. I go, why is it there? Nothing.
So I have a question. If you didn't know what happened this morning, why are you guys going to Santa Fe?
My mom's scared.
Okay. Does she know?
As soon as if I tell my mom, you just hit me, my mom goes, let's call the police.
Right.
That's just how my mom is. So my mom's very, like, how do you say, like, paranoid. She yelled at him one time because the way he was talking to me, and now that she found out that he shot somebody, she thinks that he's going to shoot her. And so she's mad at me and stuff.
What do you do for work?
I'm learning about it. It's people with disabilities, like making sure they're being independent.
What time do you arrive at work?
7:45.
7:45.
I have to be in there by 9. But I'm an early type of person.
Do you remember what you were doing between the time that you were getting ready for work to about 7:45?
I went to go get me a Sprite and some nuts at the gas station.
Do you normally go to that gas station? No.
I just wanted it to go there because that was like the closest one to me.
Gotcha.
On my way to my job.
Notably, it appears her and her family live in Albuquerque, roughly 140 miles away from the shooting.
What was the relationship between your parents and Jeremy?
The first time they met him, my dad had a serious talk with him. He was like, look, I want a godly man. I just ask you to love her. Don't ever put your hands on her. My mom, she didn't like it at all because he was in prison. So automatically she judged him on that. I know what he did was bad. And it wasn't right. But I do feel like he is. I mean, if that, you can't say he's a good person because he did that. But I know he's not like a bad person, but he makes stupid choices. He doesn't think, and he's just temper. Like, he just has a bad temper.
If we asked you to call him, would you do it?
Yes, but I don't have his number.
Contact you, will you call us?
Yeah.
Call me personally?
Yeah.
Okay. To get that phone number that he's calling you from would be helpful. It'll still show up in your phone records, but not on the list in your phone.
Did he ever make like any type of statements or?
I know if I would say I'm going to break up with you, he would say he's going to kill himself.
Whoever did this thing this morning is very violent and volatile and scary. Can I say it's Jeremy 100% for sure? Not until we find him and prove without a shadow of a doubt. But I can't say it wasn't. And if it was him, he's not a safe person.
Officials visited their home in Albuquerque to review security footage, hoping to confirm whether Jeremy had been in the area recently and to further verify his identity. So far, he has not appeared on the home's cameras. Concerned for their safety, his significant other and her parents plan to leave town the following morning, intending to return after Jeremy's capture.
There's nothing more sure than a mother's instincts, right? Right?
I would just like to know when you guys catch her. That way it could ease her mind and her. And she's going to be driving my truck. I'll probably be driving her car.
Okay.
Just for...
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll definitely keep in touch.
The day ends in frustration and heartbreak as Hare passed away from his injuries at 7:21 a.m. He has 2 daughters, along with his pregnant significant other, expecting their 3rd child. Unfortunately, their suspect is still at large as investigations continue overnight. Those investigations included this heavily redacted footage that initially seemed irrelevant to the case. However, upon closer examination, it appears this individual left a comment on the police department's social media post about the manhunt, stating, "He was hitchhiking, and I gave him a ride to Santa Rosa. He didn't seem like anything bad was going on."
I gave nobody a ride today. I've been home all day. I did not post that. So if you want to do your detective work to find out who did, I'd be more than happy to. We just came back from Las Vegas, so. You guys have a warrant? Why are you looking in my car? I mean, this is getting annoying already. It was not by me. I don't know who posted or why the hell you've been so stupid and ignorant on my account. Do you want to have your people go look into it and then let me know how it was posted? I'm done. Where's your warrant?
Officers soon arrest this individual. It is unclear if this arrest was due to their alleged participation in Jeremy's escape, or if it is for obstructing their investigation. The following morning, a press conference was held with a message for Jeremy from New Mexico State Police Chief Troy Weisler.
I have been chief of the New Mexico State Police for 8.5 months. This will be the 3rd officer New Mexico has buried in that time. Officer Hare died serving his state and his community. On a cold, dark, and windy morning, he offered help to a person he thought was in need. That person killed him in cold blood. Y'all might have seen a statement I released last night. But what I said in that was absolutely true. The last words Officer Hare uttered on this earth was to offer help to a man who was about to kill him. Jeremy Smith, we are coming for you. I implore you to turn yourself in and surrender peacefully. There's been enough death and despair. But if he does not, I guarantee you this: we will find him. There's nowhere he can run. There's nowhere he can hide where we will not find him.
Officers attempted to obtain flight information, knowing Jeremy had traveled multiple times between New Mexico and South Carolina in recent months and could be trying to escape by plane. However, they found no evidence to support this. That morning, authorities received reports of gunshots near the crime scene and alleged footage of Jeremy breaking into a building on farmland for shelter. However, neither claim has been confirmed as connected to him. The day passed with little progress in locating Jeremy. However, through coordinated efforts, law enforcement agencies and news stations widely circulated his image and alleged actions across various media platforms, hoping someone would recognize him.
Good Morning America, they have the bolo out for that same individual. Good. So it's good to know that it is nationwide, like you said.
Their efforts paid off. The next morning, a gas station clerk in Albuquerque, roughly 140 miles from the shooting, called Bernalillo County Sheriff's Office on their non-emergency line with a crucial tip.
This is Eli. How can I help you?
Yes, Eli, I'm at 2730 Sunshine West Plaza.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened.
So there's a gentleman that came in. He's an African American. Has a black hoodie with a brown, beanie. Came in and bought some cigarettes, and when I looked at his ID, I was a little frazzled. His first name was Jeremy. His ID came from South Carolina, and it looked just like the guy that shot the officer.
And how long ago was this?
Less than 5 minutes ago.
And did he leave on foot or in a vehicle?
He was on foot, I believe.
We'll get somebody out there as soon as we can.
Thank you.
And we have an address down the street, possibly, so that could very well be him.
The address down the street that this officer is referencing is Jeremy's significant other's home, which is only a couple miles walk away.
Do you think he'd be on foot, dude?
No, I don't feel like he would. It's going to be a vehicle.
You guys think that's him?
Yes. He has a gap. He came in here twice, and I looked at him the first time, and I was by myself.
So you don't remember the last name?
I just remember the first name because it's not spelled like Jeremy.
How is it spelled like?
J-A.
Lady still hanging over here or what?
At approximately 7:02, heading northbound on course on foot.
He's going to be wearing a black hoodie, blue jeans, possibly some brown boots. He purchased cigarettes and I think a bag of chips.
That's probably him. Holy.
If it shows him walking up on foot.
And I believe he left on foot as well. He didn't want any vehicle.
Likely due to looking at a different camera angle, this officer is actually incorrect. Officials later discovered that a white flatbed truck dropped Jeremy off at the gas station, an investigation that we will cover later on.
The chips, 552 and then 702.
He came in twice.
Yeah.
He's trying to be seen.
He's got to be in this area.
Oh, 100%.
He's not over there.
See, he's only here trying to get my attention, but I didn't even pay attention to who was outside.
The clerk details that Jeremy was standing outside the window in her working area, tapping the glass and pointing at her before coming in. She shares she didn't notice him doing so at the time.
It's kind of scary that he's just standing there pointing at you through the window. He is considered armed and dangerous. So if you guys see him again, just dial 911 right away.
Because he said he was trying to see if we were open, but...
Why wouldn't you just try the door? Weird. 254 SL on both occasions.
It appears that he's coming from the south.
This dude is in this area, and right in this area. And the reason why I say, the reason why I'm saying that is because there's no way in God's green earth this dude is walking 2.4 miles twice a day to go to this exact gas station.
He then goes up lake, possibly westbound.
Probably somewhere in these trailers. I mean, we can start popping in these trailers and see.
We've already got a location, but we're not going to go there right now. We just notified state police. So that's one of them. And his ID did say Jeremy.
Did it?
It did.
Spelling?
Not common spelling.
So
it was uncommon. He has a tooth cap, she said.
Yeah, he's got time. His girlfriend is like half a mile away.
If he's ballsy enough to go to a gas station to go get cigarettes and a bag of chips,
yeah.
This motherfucker's it's pretty ballsy for him to walk. I wouldn't be surprised if he was to steal a vehicle. It's the amount of cojones you have to walk to that gas station after twice shooting a cop.
As officers wrap up at the gas station, a patrolling vehicle reports visual contact with the potential suspect.
A BMA walking on a bike.
Hold on 1 second, okay?
Black over blue with a purple backpack. Going eastbound from Hunter on the north side of gas centers.
He's going to be 5'6", 150 pounds. Okay, sorry. Hold on 1 second. We're possibly looking for that offender.
You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, we're going up that way. Has a beard and wearing a purple backpack.
10-4 blue jeans. Brown shoes, possibly. Okay, let me call you back.
10-4 all units.
You're not code as well. I'm right here at Condershire. Just
get your rifle. Get your rifle. Get your rifle.
I don't have my rifle.
I'll go close it. I already opened it.
Where's he at? I don't see him.
He was last on this walking
Trail to your right. We turned around on Condershire to pick up the 49.
So he might have gone into this neighborhood to the north.
You didn't see him go past Condershire.
I'm gonna check this.
I'm gonna check this house right here real quick.
So far, we're gonna go out with this female.
She was speaking with him.
So if you guys want to ATL this neighborhood
To the north of this walking trail, that's where he was at.
That's right at the 20 where the police officer told us not to go in that 20 that they gave.
Affirmative.
Hi, ma'am. Were you able to get a good look at that guy you were talking to earlier?
The
Coming
black
down?
gentleman?
Yeah, did he have a beard and everything too?
Yes, he's my neighbor or dates my neighbor.
He dates your neighbor?
Well, he dates a lady that lives next to me.
Do you know his name?
No, I don't. I think he said Santana because I introduced myself, but he was kind of like going really fast.
And is that in this neighborhood?
SP is direct on the information. They're advising for you to not make contact this time. To not make contact. They're direct on the updates.
Look, just check this real quick and we'll go.
They probably want to barricade him.
Yeah.
I'm not safe.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you guys have it blocked off, I see. It's been like this before.
With him as well? Or?
No, just this situation like a couple weeks ago where somebody was shooting. I don't know if that's a separate event, but...
Let's just hang on to her in case State needs to speak with her. She obviously knows him.
He went back to that address.
Do they want us to stand by the area now that we know he's possible inside or disengage? We're going to clarify some now, we'll advise.
We need to bounce out.
Copy that.
We do.
State police text me and stated that their UC units are on the way. You need a picture to verify that you guys know she knows the family?
I don't know if he told her.
Is that possible? Okay.
But he had a purple backpack.
Okay. He didn't have one this morning, but he probably picked one up.
It was right there.
Be advised, SP is requesting a wide perimeter out of view of the 20, all four directions if possible.
I would advise not going to your home right now.
Can somebody take me to somewhere else safe? Like to my mother's home? Or do I need to walk?
I think you're going to have to walk. We're going to need...
Okay.
Oh, so sorry about that.
No, that's okay.
Yeah. Please be safe out there.
Don't let her go. They want her to hold on.
Oh, man. Just hold on. You can just wait here for a little bit.
Link 3 direct. Okay, can I get a northwest perimeter point east at Anderson Hill and Mata Ortiz? And then one of the units just stay right there at Unser and Dennis Chavez, and I'm gonna go take this southeast point, and then we'll have all points covered.
Let's go down.
Am I allowed to ask if he did anything wrong or if he's...
If what?
I talk to him all the time. Am I not safe around him? I mean, he doesn't give me bad vibes, but...
Does he...
He's usually just hanging out in front of the house, like smoking a cigarette or something, or washing a car or anything.
How often do you see him?
A few times a week. I walk her every single day. Just like, hey, how's it going? Just my neighbor, you know what I mean? Friendly. I've lived here for 10 years. Probably seen him for the last 2, maybe. I won't get nobody in trouble neither. I mean, but I'm stuck in it now. No, that's not for you. Just because he pulled it out of his pocket.
Where did she talk to him? It was right here on the bike path. We saw them talking, so we flipped around. But by the time we flipped around and called it out, yeah, I guess he dipped into the neighborhood.
My LT asked if you guys just push out a little bit farther and not spook him.
BME walking.
No.
Go this way. 276. Damn it. Pull into here. Pull up here.
DMA walking through the neighborhood at Lost Desert. Can we get in contact with NMSP and see if that mail went to that address yet? They're just asking us to keep that large perimeter. They have UC's really named.
10-4. 254, is that you coming eastbound toward me?
That's 10-4, sir. Do you want me to stay further?
Northwest or come this way?
Relieve me right here.
Shots fired on this phone. Yeah, we don't really have very much cover. You know what I mean?
So we have a large perimeter with full containment of the entire area.
You have a rifle with you?
No.
It's okay.
Hey, bro, come here. I got a BMA. Come up here. Come up here. Roxanne, he's running.
He's running.
Get over here, bro. He's running westbound.
Hold on. Westbound.
Westbound where?
There he is.
254.
Hey, he was up here.
He hopped the fence. He hopped the fence.
Back into that community.
Stop right here.
He's going back here.
Where is he at? Did you hear him?
I heard the gates open. Drop that trash can.
Hold your perimeters. Maintain your perimeter. Maintain your perimeter.
All right. Hey, get over here. I made contact and he's behind. Stop running! Going around. He's jumping fences.
I'm behind you now.
48, guys, 48.
He's gonna be running. Jumping fences. That way.
Get down on the ground!
Get down!
He's in another backyard.
In the backyard. Please make one possible.
Stop!
He's done that filming list. Shots fired.
Where's he at?
Where are they, dude?
Right behind you.
He went over that right there. Who's shooting?
Sarge, where's he at?
He's this way.
We need a 20.
Where did you last see him, Sarge?
Right here.
Go inside.
He went this way.
We're gonna be... What's the name of the street?
Drive.
Just to the west.
Go inside. Yeah, go inside.
Did anybody get him?
Just to the west, route 3464.
Is everybody 10-4?
10-4 there. Did he jump up here?
10-4, lead to 3. Shots fired.
Get inside. Is everybody 10-4? Get inside, Carrie. We'll tell you if is everybody okay in there?
Come with me, bro.
He's right here.
Stop moving! Stop!
Shots fired.
We've got a violent offender out here, so stay inside. Shots fired.
Good. Don't move! Don't you f***ing move! Quit moving! Roll over! Don't you f***ing move! Roll over!
You guys okay? Yeah.
Where's he at? Turn around. Be careful. Don't look at me! Don't look at me! I got a gun right here. He just threw it over. Where they at? All right, move up. Move, move. Cuff him now. Hey, I'm coming over. Hold on. Move. Don't you move. What the f*** is going on with this guy?
They got him in custody.
That's the one in custody. Can we double check all 34 to 10-4 this time?
Oh, man. Don't move. Don't move, bro.
I got it.
20.
My arm. Here we go. What's your name, bro? Go.
Hey, you taking me up, man?
Star 4355. Now with gunshot wounds.
Move.
Copy that. Wait, no gunshot wound.
Hey, gun. Shut down the road, dude.
What's your name, bro? You Jeremy? Where the name is?
Yeah, man.
I got nothing. You got something else in his pants.
What else do you guys need?
Put that right there, secure that gun.
Where is it?
Right there. Okay, bro. We have the paramedics coming to get you, okay?
My arm, man.
Okay.
My arm.
You see him? Let's sit him up.
Yeah, we good.
We're gonna sit you up, bro, all right?
Okay. You have gloves?
Yeah.
Secure that for me. Yes, he's in custody. Go get me gloves. Gloves. Hand a medic.
Can we get out this gate? Hold. That arm. I think he's hit right here.
Okay.
Yeah, he's hit right here. Yeah, he's right here. Hold on, we're medical, right?
Oh, please.
Hey, he's got shears. Please.
Hey, give me shears.
Code 3?
Yeah.
Code 3 SO, please.
You lay down, man. No, stay right there. I'm cutting your clothes off, bro. Please. Let me lay down.
Grab that. Keep cutting. We're gonna get you medical attention, bro, right?
Please.
Give me a tourniquet.
Please. You're not gonna get a tourniquet on that. We need to pack that. You're not gonna get a tourniquet on that. Pack
This
it.
one?
Please. 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 Hold on, bro. We're gonna have to put the wound, bro. I know.
I need some water.
Hey, do a
I
flick
need some
sweep
water.
once you get that off. You got an exit wound right here. Just a...
Can I please get some water?
Make sure everyone's okay. Check this home. It sounds like it was to the west too, so we'll start.
Hey, Roxanne, guide him in FMO.
Can I please have some water?
You have any on the legs?
We're working on it, bro.
Left leg looks good, no blood.
Can I please have some water?
Is everyone okay in the house?
Yeah, what the heck is going on? We were asleep. What is going on? You guys are doing all that crap in my backyard. I have 4 kids.
Yeah, there are shots fired. It's a
Okay.
wanted person, so just make sure you stay inside. If everyone's good inside.
Please clean up after you're done with whatever you're doing out there. I'm tearing up pants, whatever's going on, blood. What happened? I mean, please tell me. I was sleeping. I work for a tow company.
Yeah.
We were just on APD rotation last night. I fell asleep like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, for now, just go ahead and make sure everyone's okay. Just stay inside for now. We're getting an ambulance for him as well. There's shots fired, so we just want to make sure everyone's okay.
Yeah, I know shots were fired.
Yeah, but everyone's okay?
Yeah, we're just kind of freaked out. We were all asleep.
Okay.
I can't breathe.
Okay. As soon as you wrap that, make me a knot. I know, bro. It's gonna hurt.
Can I just get some water?
That was done.
But yes, I believe he shot at deputies first.
Both police reports and video evidence shows that Jeremy had not shot at officers that day. However, post-incident interviews revealed that officers believed him to be a danger to society considering his violent past, and that he was likely to be armed in a residential neighborhood where a hostage situation could develop. They found it in their best judgment to pull the trigger in order to apprehend him.
I think that was the only option because LT couldn't let him walk out of our perimeter.
Oh, hell no. I mean, he's already what he's done, you know what I mean?
2 people.
Are you guys okay?
Yeah. Are you okay?
Yeah, we're all good.
Something wrong?
We had a shooting with the guy from the state police. I killed the state police guy. We caught him over here, so.
Okay, so in the middle of the night, I heard like bam, 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 bam. Was that him?
We don't know.
What the f*** here?
Yeah, we got him in custody, though. So you guys are safe. Yeah.
Everybody's in for it?
Got it? I'm just gonna go tight with it.
Please take the stuff out there.
You good?
Yeah.
So I saw that trampoline. Is that where he jumped over?
He did. He got on the trampoline and then he jumped over for the
Was
final
he shooting at you guys from that yard
He
too?
shot at them from the yard just to the south of that. He shot at, I don't know who he shot at, but that's where the shots came from. This is the last yard he got through before.
Didn't he use that trampoline?
Yeah, there's another trampoline?
Yeah, so it's this house right there.
So he went through 2.
All right, are we checked everywhere else?
Can I please get some water?
Let's check the right side.
We're gonna roll you over, bro.
Just the left side. It's just the left side. Oh,
Got blood on the back right here.
it's just the left side. It's just the left side.
You gotta check,
It's just the
bro.
left. Tell. Please.
Let's just get that tourniquet on.
Okay, do we make 2-5 with these guys or no? Hello, Deputy Cleveland Sheriff's Department. Hey, I'm just gonna let you know we had an incident that occurred right next door. Okay. So we're gonna have you guys just stay in your house.
We cutting out the circulation.
I know that's the point of it, bro.
Please, can you loosen? Please, sit me up. Please sit me up.
I'm gonna roll you over, dude. I'm gonna sit you up, okay?
Can I get some water, please? You gotta go into surgery soon. You can't have water, man.
Hello. Can you breathe?
I need water. I need water.
I know. Just relax,
I
bro.
need water, please.
Bullets. I was joking, I couldn't see it. Thank you. But we were all 5, and then he shot towards us, and then, thank you. Thank you.
You got a bunch of kids right there.
Yeah, trying to block. Please, man.
There's a projectile somewhere right here. I saw it.
I'm good, man. I need water.
No, just relax for a second, okay,
Please let
bro?
me lay down.
Okay. You wanna lay down? Hold on, we're gonna get you on a gurney. 2 up here, 1 in the armpit and 1 in the lower elbow.
Put me on the thing, man, please.
All right, we're gonna pick you up, okay?
West, so I came right here, and I heard 2 rounds go over my unit.
Oh, wow.
So I threw it in park, and I came running, and I saw him throw the gun. It came over the wall as I was coming out.
Oh, Jesus.
In reviewing the footage, you can physically see this officer's cruiser pull up as shots are being fired. He may not realize at the time that the bullets came from crossfire with fellow officers.
I'm glad we're all okay, though.
I know, Jesus
That could
Christ.
have gone anyway, dude.
I'm ready. Grab your bike between your waist.
Can you take that handcuff right there? Please.
These to the front.
He killed the cop. Can you take this or not?
Killed the cop, he's not doing it.
I cannot transport him with them on his back. They need to be on his front. There's no
LT.
Handcuff him to the railing or level?
Then he needs to go in
and he can be
restraints.
strapped. I mean,
He needs to go in the restraints then. That's the case. We're working with you, so work with us.
I will.
We'll go in the restraints then.
Okay. I mean, he can be handcuffed to the front. But
That's still not sufficient, man.
It's at this point that officers appear to fully inform this woman about the arrest and shooting that happened in her backyard. Her adolescent children bared witness to the scene unfolding from their own window. The audio during this part has been redacted by officials, but the visual shows her in obvious distress. We will cover her investigative interview later on in this video, where she details the experience from her perspective.
Yeah.
Can I get some water, please?
So we had shots fired in your backyard of a suspect, a violent fleeing suspect.
Okay.
He's the one that shot the state police officer who took him care.
Oh my God.
So
What was that?
That was a couple days ago. Shots were fired on your back wall. Are you okay if I go back there just to preserve some evidence, see what's going on?
Absolutely.
Please stop touching that one.
Was it like in the yard itself? Because I saw 2 officers.
So yeah, that was me.
House.
That was me and another officer.
Okay.
Guy used your trampoline to jump the high wall, and that's where shots were being fired at. So
Okay.
just I'm checking up on everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody's okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Lift my arm up. Lift my arm up. Lift my arm up.
I did fire rounds at this guy.
Okay.
It is him. He's obviously fine, but he does have some gunshot wounds.
we're gonna have one go with him, okay?
Hold on. Huh? Can you put this one down for me?
No, man, I'm sorry.
Nah, just scrap it down. I ain't gonna do that. I promise.
Ours go up and down, man. I'm sorry. Okay, so 2 to the arm, 1 to the chest, 1 to the back.
What I did, officer.
As Jeremy goes to the hospital, officers check around the neighborhood to ensure no one else was struck.
Are you guys okay over there? He's the one who shot the state police officer.
Yeah.
My son hurt him. My middle son's been awake, and he hurt him.
I already know those kids are gonna. I'm telling everyone at school.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's already.
On the snappy chats, dude, on the Twitters.
She's even told us exactly where he was.
I'm the lady that yelled to them that he was over there.
Oh, okay. Somebody will probably come talk to you in a few minutes.
Okay, so the gentleman laid down against the wall. I mean, I could see everything. Okay. But the police didn't see him, so I opened up my window and I said, he's over the wall, he's over the wall. This is the only in and out. Yeah.
Everybody in this neighborhood might be stuck for a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. Hey, honey.
Wild Wild West.
Do you mind if I come in your yard just so that I can,
Step on this. It won't break all the way.
but I'm glad you guys are okay.
I'm glad you guys are safe too.
They can either be restrained like this, where one's up and one's down, or you can be handcuffed
I'll
to the
take it
front.
like that to the front, please.
You'd rather be
I'll take it
handcuffed
like
to the front? So if you want to get that cuff on this side, and then we'll bring this one down and you can cuff it, and then I'll undo that restraint. They wanted to let you know not to go to the backyard, just in case he ditched a gun or any evidence or anything like that, okay? So I just want to let you know.
My camera's here. I got them all over the house, so anything can help.
Okay.
I can't move it anyway.
He's got a deformity tourniquet. Is that better for your arms? Okay.
All of us, we were running after him. Our lieutenant's beast. He don't sit in the office. I think I've jumped enough fences for the day.
You're the only one that we see him doing that.
Oh, there was, I think about 15 of us. We were all hopping from different directions into the yard. No, he's gone to jail. Big fences. I would like some water. That would be great. Thank you. Don't be scared. We got you, buddy. We got you. We weren't going to let this guy hang out in your neighborhood. Not today. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Is he shooting at us or are we shooting at him? I didn't know.
None of us got shot.
I know.
Well, I think we can all sleep better tonight knowing he's
Yeah, no.
side.
Yeah. Just glad we got him.
Me too, dude. Me too.
Take that thing off some.
Which thing?
I don't know, it's tight on my arm, it's cutting on my circulation.
This thing? Okay, so
I
that's
don't know what
keeping
it
you.
is.
That's the
I don't know what
tourniquet.
it is.
Listen, that's keeping you from bleeding out, okay? It's gonna suck, it's gonna be painful, but you need to leave it on, okay?
I can't. It hurts.
I know.
Can you please take this off my arm?
Yes, we got us stand.
I got it.
If we take it off, we're gonna bring it out. We have
I'm
to put
not.
that on, okay? Be okay.
Help me up, please.
You got it, bud?
No, put it back down.
Okay.
Spit.
Oh, you need to spit? Okay, here you go, man. I got some. Spit it. What's your name, man? First name.
Don't show me. Don't show me. Hey.
Yeah.
Right, hey.
Your hand.
Right here.
Is your name written on your hand?
Yeah.
What's your birthday?
When's your birthday? Did they give you anything there?
No.
I've got it. Just I'm trying to pull it up for you.
Okay.
Jeremy Alexander Smith.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes. Got it.
Need anything else or?
Nope. Good job, guys. Good job.
Thanks.
Although Jeremy has been apprehended, officers still have significant investigative work to secure a capital murder conviction. During the 50-hour manhunt, he managed to travel from Quay County to Albuquerque. However, it appears he received assistance along the way.
It's not just him coming in, it's also the vehicle he came up in. There was like a flatbed White Ranger that was stolen. And we need to see that whole footage of like from when it comes in to when it goes, and if there's who drove it off, because we don't believe he drove off with it.
Police obtained security footage from the gas station Jeremy visited, allowing them to identify the vehicle and contact its owner. The owner may not have initially realized the truck was missing, as it may have been located on a separate piece of property. Body cam footage of the supposed owner provides additional clues about Jeremy's whereabouts on the day of the shooting.
So nothing else looks like it's out of the ordinary?
Well, I mean, he ate all my animal crackers, but
Yeah.
so.
He said, ate some bacon, ate 2 cans of tuna. He was over here on this couch.
Yeah,
and he was.
He had pillows and blankets. I threw him in there because everything's all nasty.
So the boots were taken from.
They were right there,
right by the door, correct? And then the truck was taken. The keys were right here, and then the truck was taken.
He didn't do anything else. He just took the ammo box, and it looks like he opened that box of shoes, but I didn't check that yet. But other than that, nothing wild. He has a couple articles of clothing of mine. That's it.
We see he had to be here if you took the truck keys and took the truck. So, and then like you said, if you had your boots and then you took your ammo.
This was, I mean, complete full box.
And so, reports indicate that Jeremy stole the truck in Tucumcari, nearby where Jeremy shot Officer Hare. Unfortunately, this still doesn't tell us who Jeremy was traveling with. While that information has yet to be released, Jeremy's criminal history appears to extend beyond what is publicly available.
What's this guy do? The whole story?
Well, yeah, a brief version of it.
Shot a police officer in Tucumcari, state police, killed him. Yes, the paramedic in South Carolina, female that he killed, dumped her body. Also killed another guy in Alabama. He did escape from custody in South Carolina prior to going to prison. And then he was an escapee from Arizona, from Maricopa County, him and 3 other people.
Additionally, in a post-incident interview, official reports say that the firing officer stated they were aware that Jeremy had killed 4 people. However, it remains unclear whether these allegations are officially linked to Jeremy, or if he was merely considered an unofficial suspect. What we can know for certain is exactly how local residents and those familiar with Jeremy felt about the situation.
And I was just like, are you serious?
So there's another worker with you?
There was another worker here for the second time he came in. When I carted him, she noticed my facial expression and she went over to help me and calm my nerves. Because she knew, I knew who it was. He came over and started making small talk with him as well. So that way I could step away. And once he left, I could call DCSO right away.
By the way, one of our officers just came by just to say thank you to you.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
There's absolutely no comment I can make.
No problem at all.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm really sorry about Officer here.
Thank you.
Thank you for the job you guys do every day. I appreciate it. Please take care.
It's been a devastating weekend.
She's like, Mom, I hear gunshots. And I was like, baby, you're dreaming. Just go back to sleep. Maybe 2 minutes later, I just heard full force gunshots. I got the kids up, put them all down on the ground, called 911, let her know what was going on. And the boys peeked out the window and they're like, Mom, the cops are already here. One of the cops came back over here and he's like, it's up to you if you want to move the kids away from the window. And I said, it's completely fine. They've seen worse. A couple years back, my late husband was killed up here in Dennis Travis in a motorcycle accident, so my boys saw everything. And I was like, oh my God, that's the guy that killed the cop. And he's in my backyard. I was bawling my eyes out. And he's like, yes, it's him. Right.
53.
You might.
Thank you.
We're good.
Thank you, ma'am.
When I got the call for this, I was trying to make green pancakes for my kid.
Oh, man, I'm sorry.
So, it's part of our job.
Well, one of my neighbors down the road has some. He was telling me that he's seen the guy trying to get into vehicles last night.
This guy came through at 7:42. Oh, yeah. Purple bag.
Yeah, that's a great video.
Okay.
He's usually down there sitting on the car. I walked out and I met him in the field.
Okay.
And he was asking me if there was any cars in his driveway. And I said, no, not that I'm aware of, because I didn't recall anything. And then he's like, okay, well, I'm going to go check, see if my girl's there. And so he went that way, I went that way.
Okay.
And then I turned the corner, and then all of a sudden, all y'all were on me.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
So he said his name was Santana or his...
Santana or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why I was watching the news today, and they were mentioning him as this brutal killer and stuff, and jokingly, I said,
Yeah.
he was the nicest guy to me,
Yeah,
because he was. Like,
Correct.
he said good morning to me every day, man, when he was out there, and I passed him, and that's as far as it really got.
What was going through your head after you found out that...
Like, I could have died today. Like, if I would have 5 minutes, like, seriously, 5 minutes earlier,
Yep.
I would have been with him and I would have been the shield. He reached out and he pet my dog and, he was like, hey.
Yeah. Well, I am glad that you're okay.
I saw this guy a couple of weeks ago. He was out here, he'd come out here and smoke at the curb, and he approached me one night when I was coming back from my mailbox and offered to pull weeds and stuff. He just creeped me out from that very moment. And the people that own the place, they are the nicest people in the world. They just
worried that they are too trusting. I don't know how he got into their life, but he just seems real creepy.
And so my dad had a conversation with him as well about a month ago, and they were in town for her birthday. He was like, "Hey, where are you from?" And he just was like, "Yeah, I'm from South Carolina." I don't know if they exchanged names or anything like that, but he definitely confirmed he was from South Carolina. So when I saw the reports with everything that came out, I was like, man, that
You knew for sure.
it all kind of adds up.
Anything stick out? Any statements he made at any point?
No, I mean, it was always just extremely respectful and friendly.
This neighbor also shared a small perspective regarding Jeremy's ex-girlfriend and her family.
They came by yesterday and pulled up. Looks like they ran inside, grabbed some things, and then they were going to leave. And I was outside, and so I just said, "Hey neighbor," I said, "How you doing?" I said, "You doing okay?" And he said, "No." He said, "No." And I said, "Well, you don't have to tell me anything, but if you need anything, let me know." You know, just trying to be neighborly. And she looked over at me, who I think was the fiance, and he was like, looked like she was in bad shape, and like
they were all together.
The three of them. It was the two females and the guy.
Were they in a car at that point, or?
Yes, it was an SUV. I think it was the gray one that was parked out here today.
Were they leaving, or?
They came. They were here for a short period of time. Looked like they grabbed something and left again.
And did you see the other African American male with them at all?
No, I haven't seen him. I think, like I said, since February.
We have video of him walking in this area last night. Obviously, that's what That's what led to deputies this morning finding him in this area.
There's no way he'd come back here. Like, that would be stupid, right? But a smart person wouldn't do what he was doing in the first place.
After his hospitalization, Jeremy's case in New Mexico was elevated to federal court, where he faced the following charges: 1 count of carjacking resulting in death, 1 count of using a firearm and causing death while committing a crime, 1 count of kidnapping resulting in death, 1 count of a prohibited person in possession of a firearm, 1 count of possession of a stolen firearm, and 1 count of transportation of a stolen motor vehicle. In April 2024, he pleaded not guilty to all charges. These charges pertain to the events captured in this video and do not include his actions related to the death of Phonesia Machado IV in South Carolina. For the South Carolina case, Jeremy faced state charges including 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of carjacking, 1 count of criminal conspiracy, 2 counts of grand larceny of a motor vehicle, 2 counts of first-degree burglary, 2 counts of possession of a weapon during the commission of a violent crime, and 7 counts of being a felon in possession of a firearm. The 7 firearm possession charges correspond to each weapon Jeremy and an alleged accomplice stole from Phonesia's residence, including the Taurus handgun he carried in this video, 4 rifles, and 2 shotguns. Officers later apprehended the unidentified accomplice who, according to news reports, admitted to conspiring with Jeremy to steal and sell the firearms for profit. The accomplice stated that after taking the guns, they stole a pickup truck while Jeremy took the BMW seen in this video. It remains unclear if the accomplice was aware of Jeremy's initial murder. The accomplice also claimed that after they split up and later reunited, Jeremy suggested traveling to New Mexico in the stolen BMW. The accomplice agreed, but while passing through Texas, Jeremy allegedly became disrespectful and threatening. Fearing for their safety, the accomplice managed to escape at a gas station, asking the cashier to call the police. Jeremy, however, continued driving, evading law enforcement in Texas, and eventually leading to the events in New Mexico seen at the start of this video. Despite video evidence, Jeremy denied his actions and appears to place blame on this accomplice during a conversation at the hospital.
How come the passerby said that you were by yourself there on the side of that BMW? Waving people down.
Yeah, he was down. His brother was trying to go back to goddamn go pee off the side. And I was trying to stop anybody going like help. That's what I was doing.
You know we have videos like all around our units, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever you want to go with, brother, you know what I mean? You're the one that has to see God in the end anyway, so it's not me.
While watching TV in the hospital room, Jeremy's exact case and alleged crimes are covered on a news channel, creating an unusually surreal experience.
Broke his kids, broke his family, broke his girlfriend. Also, Jeremy has 2 daughters. Also, the son of Carolina, South Carolina. Phonesia Machado IV was reported to be found Thursday. Bishop of South Carolina Smith is facing an official charge of death.
Go check that car that I was in. It should be another phone on me or that person that was with me.
Another phone?
Yeah, it should be.
So how'd you end up in her car then?
Yeah, that picked me up, and I just drove the car. You drive the car? Like, yeah. Like, his name Josh. Yeah, Josh.
Josh what?
I don't know his last name.
This guy just swings by your house and he's like, let's go to California. And you're like, oh, cool.
Yeah, because I ride along, I smoke weed, you know.
Yeah.
10 months after his apprehension, on January 17, 2025, Jeremy changed his plea to guilty on all federal charges except for transportation of a stolen motor vehicle. As part of his plea agreement, Jeremy accepted a life sentence without the possibility of parole. While his official sentencing has yet to be scheduled, this will almost certainly be his final punishment. Additionally, he agreed to make restitution payments, which will likely be funded through prison wages. Donation links for the victims involved are listed in the description below.
Trying to control you with them little let you call. Let you run this certain amount of time, shut your call. Then you got to wait for it to charge up. They trying to control you with their cars. They like they're gonna put Trump back in it. Stay with gas. So Biden gonna get the world blowed up.
You're making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again.
In March of 2022, Albuquerque police are dispatched downtown to an alley behind Lindy's Diner, where witnesses describe a disturbing scene to the responding officers. Around 11:20 a.m., two young men are preparing for what appears to be a fist fight, when suddenly, gunshots ring out. One man lays bloodied on the pavement, and another stands across from him. But he isn't holding a gun. Before anyone can act, he flees. That's when witnesses realize he isn't alone.
Did you hear anything? No, so I was walking back, and I got food like a few blocks over that way at Joe's, I think it's called. Yeah, I didn't hear anything, but I saw people running.
Okay, so you saw, kind of start from the beginning.
Okay, so I'm walking down Central towards my residence here.
So heading east on Central?
Yep.
Okay.
I get to the corner right there. There's about 5 or 6 people running. One of them is in a high school graduation gown. All but one of them run into this high school. He turns around, runs back to the alley, gets in a silver Altima, and takes off down the street.
Could you tell, is it a newer model Altima,
Older, probably pre-2010.
And what did he look like?
So he was maybe a light-skinned black male. Pretty fair skin though. He had a beard. Yeah.
So you said that a group of the 5 or 6 kind of looks like they were in graduation gowns, or how old were they?
One was in a graduation gown. The rest looked like they may have been family.
Okay.
And they all ran into there.
Okay. I saw some kids, wearing a graduation gown. It was blue, and then a group of people over here out of a car. I saw another guy backed in, I just saw strange cars that aren't usually here. And I was driving in circles because this is a rental car and I can't park it back here. And I'm looking for parking on the street, so I've just been circling. I noticed some weird activity and I just had this gut-wrenching feeling that someone was about to get shot because there were just weird people back here. And I saw this kid, this guy right here who shot, he was over here talking to some girl. And last minute I saw him over there. I turned the corner, and then all of a sudden I went back this way, and I heard a gunshot when I was on this side of the road. So I turned back over here, and the car was down here.
Just hanging out right here by this corner there.
As the victim's body lies in the alleyway, investigators gather as much evidence as they can.
Let's start blocking it off.
So far, they know the perpetrator is likely a high school student, and the murder might have been a family affair.
Is that her 49? Okay. What she said? So she said she's seen a group of kids with cap and gowns on. Only one. And she just felt like something was going to happen.
I knew something was happening.
It just didn't look right.
It didn't feel right because I live here and there's.
Where were you at in your room, or you were down there?
That's a rental car.
Oh,
I'm trying to look for parking. I can't park it back here because I'll tow it. I was looking for parking on the streets.
17 or 15 bucks.
Or back here, there was a gold Nissan, and then another gold car. I'm not sure what car it was, but it looked older, and it looked like younger kids in the car. And they were walking around this area. And then this kid for sure was over here because I don't know if he threw out the trash or something. He was wearing an apron, so he must be at work, and I don't know. I just saw him over here talking to someone, and I circled around this way in front of Central. For whatever reason, I didn't come back through. I was circling around, and I just had a weird feeling. I was like, something's gonna happen, and I heard a shot. So then I came back.
You heard one shot?
Just one.
One shot?
And people started scrambling around, they were running. And so that was when I had 911 ready to go.
The apron on the victim tells investigators that he's likely an employee at the nearby diner.
Just real quickly, I kind of spoke to the other officers, so my understanding is you guys didn't actually witness anything, but you do have some information on our victim here, is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, I just, he was at work. He was at work, and then he hadn't been around for, 20 minutes, a half an hour and stuff, and I went looking for him. Where is he? Because he'll, sometimes he sends them to the store or to go make a delivery someplace and stuff, so I thought, did he go make a delivery? Like, we were ready to open back here, and he's supposed to be going back and forth. He, does dishes, but we're trying to train him to do some of this stuff back here, and it was like, that's his MO. He always just disappears.
And so you guys are both employees here?
No, we own the restaurant.
You guys own the restaurant, okay. My apologies. Will you guys be here for a little while?
Like, what's a little while?
I don't have a time frame, but maybe an hour?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. If I can, just get your information right now, and then as we make the rounds, I'm just trying to establish how many people we need to talk to. As soon as I have that list together and over to my supervisor, then we'll start coming back and actually speak.
My daughter knows the girl, and she's the one that called my daughter back. And I went outside to look for Jay because I thought I saw the police cars come and stuff, and I thought, oh, he's back there just trying to see what's going on or something, And she caught me and said it was Jay. It was Jay that got shot back there.
Okay, so his name is Jay.
Yeah, well, it's not Jay. They call him Jay. It's Jesus.
His name was Josue Ruiz, but the staff at the diner knew him as Jay. He was 16 years old, a high school student just a couple of years shy of graduating and entering adulthood.
Somebody has got to get a hold of his grandfather.
Okay, his grandfather?
Yeah.
He works at where?
Johnny Montoya. He works at... They live over here at... He took the kid in. I mean, I think they're close, I don't know.
Terry, is that something that you could coordinate with them on? Okay.
I mean, I'm sure the apartment knows how to get a hold of. He must have some work information and stuff.
In case of emergency board?
No.
Okay, that's okay.
No, the kid just started working.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Ruiz's grandfather, Johnny Montoya, is a regular at Lindy's Diner. Law enforcement meets him outside the entrance and asks to speak with him.
So I don't know if anybody's told you this, and I was trying to see if you were, obviously, Josue, is that how you say it? Josue's passed away. So that's what we're here for, is we're here to try to figure out what happened and try to do the best we can by obviously Josue already. He's your grandson, is that correct? Okay. Do you know where his parents? Yeah, we'll just let him. So like I said, those other detectives will be in touch with you. Are you going to hang out here at Lindy's?
He was involved with something, but I could never get the truth from him. I could never get the truth from him.
Yeah, what can I do? What can I do for you?
I tried to connect with him. I don't know what he was involved with, for somebody to come out here and do something like that.
I don't know. He just seemed like such a good kid. He seemed like a good kid that had, gone astray.
Hey, Carol. Jay is dead. Yeah, we don't know exactly what happened, but I'll call you. Jay was killed. Okay, let me talk to you in a while, okay?
Oh my God, John.
Now that detectives have identified the victim as Josue Ruiz and informed his family of his death, they can put their full efforts and focus into finding his killer.
Hello.
At the school near the scene of the shooting, investigators locate two families who were in the alleyway when the gun was fired.
There's two separate families that are each in a room right now, and both of them said that they saw someone get shot, and they were pretty shaken up. I'm not certain if they know who it was or not, or what else happened. And I think there was one officer when I was back there last that was with one of the families. I'm not sure if there's more now or not. Oh, yeah. Go back.
Yeah, we'll head back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Oh, yeah. So this is one family right here, and then the other family's in there. So I didn't let them know the movie came or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, thanks so much.
No problem. One of the gentlemen is in the bathroom.
What's that?
One of the guys is in the bathroom.
Which?
This family.
Okay, so we'll start in here. Hello, guys. Hi there. My name's Connor Coleman. I'm a detective with the Albuquerque Police Department. Yeah, this is my partner. We just kind of wanted to talk to you about what happened today. I'm just going to take a seat if that's okay.
Real quick, before we kind of continue, were you all together?
Yeah.
Where were you guys at exactly?
We were all opening our doors to the car. Yeah.
So you were in a vehicle together?
Yeah, we were outside. When we heard the gunshot, we were outside. And we were opening the doors to get in the car when we heard the loud.
Were you leaving from here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you happen to come to school here? Yeah. Do you mind if I talk to, how old are you? 17. 17? And your mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Can we actually talk to you two separately, and then I can maybe talk to you?
Yeah.
Vice versa, I can talk to them if you want to. Are you sister or?
That's my daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, daughter and son.
Yeah, if you don't mind, we'll just go and separate you guys.
Okay.
The detectives separate the family members to get individual accounts of what happened.
Okay, if I just do a quick interview back here. Yeah, go ahead. Awesome.
They hope that one of the witnesses will be able to help identify the young male suspect who other witnesses described.
Yeah, basically everything happened so fast. I didn't know to get in the car or run to school, so I got in the car just to duck her. And then we couldn't get the stroller in the car, undo it fast enough. So I just ran in here to the school.
So you went, kind of went to the vehicle at first, just for a little shelter.
Yeah.
And then you couldn't get the stroller situated.
Yeah, I couldn't get the stroller in, so I just ran into the school with her.
With the rest of your family?
Yeah, we all ran.
Okay.
So I was opening it, my door's open, I hear the gunshot go off, I see the birds, and I just get in the car and close the door.
So how long after that? Because I understand you guys eventually came inside.
Maybe less than 15 seconds. It was around 15 seconds. It was just, do we leave? Should we just try to get out as fast as possible, or would staying here be the safer option? So that was it really, but once we saw everyone was going to the school, that's where we went.
And I just remember all of us, when we heard the gunshot, I panicked, I got her. And I was just looking around me, and it looked like they were running to the school first. And I just heard someone yell, someone's dead over there. And then I still had her, and I looked, and I just seen the guy, I think in my room, laying on the floor. And then the car zoomed. At this point, I had already been in the car. At this point, I'm running back to the school, and that's when the car that shot from just zoomed past us.
Okay.
And cut the person off in the main street.
Can you describe the vehicle for me?
It looked like a pretty dated sedan. I'm pretty sure it was tan.
Looked like a 4-door, 2-door?
4-door.
Okay.
When you say dated, what do you?
It was a pretty. Definitely wasn't a 2000 make. I wouldn't say it. It looked a bit older.
Oh, wow, okay.
Without any leads on the perpetrator, detectives start searching for one thing every witness account has in common: a gold car. Meanwhile, Montoya is still waiting with law enforcement outside the diner. That's where he gives investigators some insight into what was happening in his grandson's life at the time he was killed.
Yeah, the girl over there at my apartment, and
His girlfriend's at your apartment right now?
yeah, he called me this morning and told me, hey, you're gonna be a great grandpa, is what he told me, so.
No kidding. Who's his girlfriend?
Elizabeth, I think it's Maldonado.
She's at your apartment right now?
Right now, yeah.
Is there anybody else over there?
No.
Investigators wonder if a teen pregnancy could have been a heavy enough stressor for someone to snap or shoot.
I'm at the apartment.
The only way for detectives to find out is to head to Montoya's apartment and talk to the mom-to-be, Elizabeth Baldonado.
Where is...
She's in there.
Elizabeth? Yeah? Can we talk to you about your sister? Yeah? You want to put the TV in? Because of the TV? Yeah. Do you mind if we come in here? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. I'm not gonna shut it all the way. I'm just gonna pull it shut just a little bit. How are you? Not good. Not good? No? Did she already tell you? Yeah? Okay. I'm so sorry for your loss. And again, I don't know if he told you that. Do you have a picture of Josue? Yeah, I have several pictures. Yeah, can I see them? That picture was a few months ago. Right now, his hair is a little longer. It's okay. Thank you. Well, like I said, I'm so sorry for your loss, Elizabeth. I'm in here, Mom. Oh, is that your mom? Okay.
Baldonado's mother suddenly appears inside the apartment. As one detective speaks to her mom outside the door, Detective Anna sees what she can learn from Ruiz's girlfriend.
I wouldn't know what to tell you, honestly. Okay, so let's start with today. What did you guys do today? He took a shower at like 8 o'clock. He was getting ready to go to work at 10. He left around 9:50 something. I was making appointments today because we found out that I am pregnant, and he told me to. Well, he was texting me still until at least around 12 o'clock, and then he stopped answering me for a few hours.
And he was texting you
on Messenger.
on Messenger, like Facebook?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check exactly what time he last texted me. It was at 11:11. That's when he texted me last.
Okay, what did he say? Do you mind if I look at them?
It's because he wanted me to do Presbyterian because I want to do Loveless and stuff.
Okay. And so he
That's all he told me.
pressed this closer. Okay. And then you continued messaging and he didn't answer.
No.
Okay. Do you guys always talk on Messenger?
Yeah. Because we get into arguments and stuff, and we block each other, and then we unblock each other, and it's just a big mess.
Can you tell us what's going on? Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I'm so sorry for your loss. Okay. Right now, I don't have much other than
officers were dispatched to the alleyway in reference to his vehicle deceased. Okay. What happened? And that's why so we just got called out. That's why I'm trying to interview as many people as I can. That's why I headed here first, and then I was headed your way because I do have some questions. But as of right now, I don't know. Okay.
The timeline of the messages between Ruiz and Baldonado lines up with what witnesses told detectives earlier, that they had heard gunshots around 11:20 a.m., less than 10 minutes after Ruiz last texted his girlfriend. Ruiz was only about an hour into his shift at the diner. And despite being on the clock, it turns out Ruiz had other plans that morning.
Mercedes, got someone in Albuquerque that can pull up tomorrow morning at 8. My snap got deleted and I ain't got anyone I can call.
This morning, him and my brother were supposed to box it out because this has nothing to do with this at all. My brother and him just don't get along. They bump heads very much. But my brother would never do this. He knows how I feel about Jade. He knows how that would crush.
And which brother?
My younger brother.
Your younger brother? What's his name?
Angelo.
When investigators see Ruiz's messages from March 3rd, the day before the fight was supposed to take place, they discover something shocking. It wasn't Ruiz or Baldonado's 16-year-old brother, Angelo Baldonado, planning the fight. According to the messages, Baldonado's mom, 49-year-old Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez, was the orchestrator.
You guys can use that comfort too? Here, walk through.
Appreciate you.
Now investigators need to talk to Angelo Baldonado to get his side. Was it true that his own mother had planned for him to box his sister's boyfriend? Angelo Baldonado was working that evening at Slapfish Restaurant in uptown Albuquerque, about a 10-minute drive from where the shooting took place earlier that morning. But according to him and his sister, he didn't have his own car to take him there. Luckily, his mom had been able to help him get around in her car, a four-door sedan. Angelo tells detectives that he was going to box Ruiz for allegedly hitting his sister, but ultimately, the fight never took place. Instead, he claims he spent much of his day with his mom, who happens to appear at Slapfish and interrupts the interview, claiming he's a minor and doesn't need to speak with police. By this time, police have spoken to Chavez briefly at Montoya's apartment. She had mentioned that her car, a gold Toyota, happened to break down that morning. After a full day of witness interviews, detectives wonder if that really is the case, or if there could be a more sinister reason Chavez might have abandoned her vehicle.
Elizabeth, so I'm gonna read you your rights, okay?
Why?
Just because I have some more detailed questions I want to ask, and I want to make sure that you understand your rights.
I may not want to answer no questions I don't understand.
So I have more questions about your car.
Okay.
But I can't ask them without reading your rights, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Do you understand that? Anything you say can be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand that? You have the right to consult an attorney before speaking to the police and to have an attorney present during questioning now or in the future. Do you understand that? If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. Do you understand that? If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you'll still have the right to stop answering until you talk to an attorney. Do you understand that?
I believe so, yes.
I have some more questions about your car, okay? Because the car is not where you're saying you left it at. Okay?
Somebody stole my car.
That's why I'm talking to you. I want to know.
So I have to call my car was stolen.
So here's the thing, okay? So I believe your car was used in today's homicide. Okay?
You're lying to me.
No, I am not. Okay, so if you don't tell me who had your car,
I don't know.
It's your car.
I left my car at the side of the road.
Okay.
I didn't lend my car to nobody.
And did you leave it on the side of the road right next to your house?
No, I lived quite a ways from what's it called, Wyoming, and Moon is where my house is, in between those streets.
Okay.
And Pennsylvania's a ways.
Okay, so it's not right by your house.
No.
So talking to your daughter, talking to mom,
Okay.
nobody has a problem with Jay other than.
But my son said he wouldn't let me on, and I was with them today.
So you were with them all day.
Yes.
They went to the laundromat with you.
They did not go to the laundromat with me. During that time, they were all at home.
But you wouldn't know because you weren't home. Correct?
Between the hours of 1:37 and 2:20, I was gone at the laundromat alone. I got dropped off from Big Sabina. My children, all the boys, they were all still at home. None of them left.
Okay.
They're not allowed to leave the house unless they have permission, because I need to know where they're going.
So then if they were home, because you said you were on your way over here, right? When your car broke down. That was what you told me.
Yes, between 9 and 10 in the morning.
You were on your way over here.
Mm-hmm.
By yourself.
I'm by myself, yes.
Okay.
And
So then
still at the house.
Okay. So then when I find video surveillance
Hold on.
from the incident.
Okay. But you have to give me a moment.
Okay.
My son had an interview at 9 o'clock, and we were over at the Whataburger over there, Cottonwood or whatever. So it had to have been after 10, between 10 and 10:30 perhaps. I left the house shortly after I had spoke to Elizabeth. And I never made it.
Let's backtrack now. So you're saying it broke down. I left my car there. We've
And I'm
been
driving
up and down. I know. We've been driving up and down trying to find your car. We've called in, checked to see if it was towed. It has not been towed. And again.
So then where's my car?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay.
Okay? So, did you shoot Jay?
No, I didn't. No. He's a kid. He's a baby.
I know, but somebody did.
But no. I have no reason to do anything.
Okay, so then you leave your car, right? You leave your car, you walk back home, and then at 1:37, takes you to the laundromat. At 2:20, you come back, and then obviously all this is going on, right?
I'm sorry, I just completely zoned out on you because I'm just a little high.
Okay. So, and again, I am recording. I am gonna remind you that there is video surveillance footage in that alley.
I heard you.
I'm gonna find out. I'm just waiting for, and I mean, it might be ready. I don't know because I've been here interviewing everybody, but I do have officers there trying to pull the video surveillance. So I am gonna find out what happened, being that you bring up your car and it matches the description that I was given.
What do you mean?
There was witnesses.
Okay.
Okay, there's witnesses in the area. There's a school there. I don't know if you know that.
I was not there.
Okay, but I'm telling you, your car was.
So these are all the cameras that are recording our two systems, the digital and the analog. The analog sucks, so just a fair warning.
Perfect.
This faces the alleyway.
Back in the downtown area where the shooting took place, investigators are already comparing witness statements with security footage that captured Chavez's car speeding away.
Is that the gold Lexus?
Once the shot happens, the people loading the vehicle will react. So it's the individual walks the vehicle and somewhere right here.
Yeah, so he just walked to the passenger side.
And they react.
Is this victim? That almost looks like a Toyota. Can we rewind it?
So it can also slow down as well.
The footage matches investigators' timeline, witness statements, and timestamps for messages between the soon-to-be parents, Elizabeth Baldonado and Josue Ruiz. The only thing not adding up is the story detectives are getting from Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez.
So again, right now, because you're telling me you left the house around this time, And between 9:58, that phone call, until 1:37, hear me out, between...
I was home though after that. I was home by 10:30. I made it home. I walked home.
Okay, again, I can't confirm that yet.
This is craziness.
Because again, I'm telling you, based on your demeanor, I think you know what happened. And I know it's your car. And I am going to confirm it on video surveillance.
I hope you do, because I'm like lost right now.
Without the confession or any physical evidence tying Chavez herself to the scene, detectives have no choice but to walk away and gather more information before an arrest can be made.
Thank you, Johnny.
In the weeks following the shooting, Albuquerque PD obtains warrants for multiple cell phones, including Angelo Baldonado's, and reads through thousands of messages. They're also able to track Angelo's phone to the alley at the exact time Josue was murdered. And some of the messages between Ruiz and his girlfriend lead investigators to believe the plan was always that Angelo Baldonado would bring more than his fists to the alley that day.
Are you still gonna fight them?
Yes. That's not changing. I prefer not tomorrow because my hands are up and I have to work. But oh well, they're gonna act all cocky right now, and that's gonna f them over.
I know.
They better not jump me because I'm having Darnie come and watch, just in case. It's one of the only people I'm with that can beat my too.
I don't know who that is.
Donovan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So better hope they don't pull no.
I'll be there too.
Why?
Because I don't want anything like they pull a gun out.
That's why he's there.
I don't care. I'm going.
Elizabeth Baldonado's statement about the potential involvement of a gun leads investigators to question if she knew more than she's letting on. On March 23rd, they bring her downtown for a formal interview.
Well, I just think it's interesting, and I'm going to tell you, maybe you don't know. Maybe they have kept you in the blue. But I'm going to tell you right now that your mom said she drove Angelo to his interview. Guess what? Angelo said he borrowed the car from your mom and he drove himself to the interview. He used your mom's car to go to McDonald's and Anthony. So obviously, somebody's lying. And again, the reason why I'm sitting here asking you more questions is because you seemed a little more innocent and oblivious to things, but based off of your phone and the conversations I have been able to see, you know, when I brought up who owns guns, you were like, nobody does. When your little niece was like, oh, yeah, they do. You and your mom were like, no, nobody owns guns. Well, guess what? In your phone, you're talking about guns. And who has guns? You're also talking about, there's also a conversation that you ask Josue if he wants to buy drugs off of for him to sell. And I'm not making that up. It's from your phone, and I made sure to put notes.
It's in there. I know.
I know Josue bought a gun, and that gun disappeared. Yes, he did.
When?
It's on your phone messages.
He didn't buy a gun. He didn't even take a gun.
Okay, well, what are the odds that I see that he gets a Glock, and I'd have to look at your phone to give the specifics of the gun. He says he got a Glock, and then the gun disappears. He asks you where it is. You tell him it's under the mattress or in between the wall, and he says it's not here, and you're like, it has to be there, and he's like, well, it's not here. It's missing. That's from your phone.
No, I never said any of that. He never told me he had a gun. Ever. He told me he was going to get one, yes, but he never told me he had a gun.
Okay, so what went missing?
What are you talking about? What went missing?
Literally, after he says he's gonna get that gun that day, you guys start talking about something missing.
Detectives think Baldonado could try to protect her mom and brother. They circle back to the fight, but she isn't budging on her story.
You made it seem like Josue, Jay, is the one that planned the whole fighting with.
He wanted to fight.
Right.
He wanted to do it.
He reaches out to you, asks you to ask your mom. So then you ask your mom, and your mom sets it up.
No, actually, he called after he asked.
Okay.
If you look at the messages, actually, he asks, and I don't remember what I tell him, but then he calls and he asks my mom.
But you helped him set it up.
No, I didn't. I did not, because I would not want them to fight.
Okay.
I hate fighting as it is.
Okay. So, all right. So then he tells you, you're like, yep, reach out to my mom. Then your mom sets up the fight.
They did. Both of them. Not me or my mom. You are.
You don't have to be upset with me. It's things I'm seeing on
You're
your phone.
making me upset. You're telling me that my family did it when I know they didn't. My mom understood that if anything were to happen to him, I would not talk to any of them ever again.
Elizabeth Baldonado, who turned 18 days before the interview at the police station, at one time seemed willing to cooperate with investigators to find her boyfriend's killer. Now, detectives aren't so sure. What they do know is that the phone records place Elizabeth Baldonado's brother Angelo at the scene of the crime when the shooting took place.
You have to realize, Elizabeth, that somebody took your baby's dad's life, and now that baby is not gonna have a father. And as much as you love your family, they still took your baby's dad away.
Detectives can't be certain whether the pregnant mom in front of them is really in the dark about her family's involvement or if she's trying to protect the only people she has left. Armed with the location data and phone messages, detectives are eager to close the case. On May 19th, 2022, they make a surprise visit to the Chavez residence. While searching for a possible home address, we used TruthFinder to run a background check on Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez. On truthfinder.com, we typed in Chavez's name, age, and state of residence. In under a minute, our paid subscription service gave us access to personal information and criminal charges. We found information like possible phone numbers and associates, including Angelo Baldonado, and were able to verify her address on Veranda Road in Albuquerque. Unlimited reports with this kind of information and more are available in minutes to anyone with a paid subscription. Law and Crime partners with TruthFinder so our writers and reporters can research cases and reveal real information about persons of interest like Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez. But even if you don't work in true crime, TruthFinder.com can give you peace of mind when you do these unlimited public record searches for the people around you. Search for sex offenders in your area, find out if your new neighbor is safe enough to invite over for dinner, and learn about the people in your life when you search their name on TruthFinder.com, and they'll never know you looked. If you're watching this episode of Law and Crime Investigates, you can get 50% off your first month of confidential background reports at truthfinder.com/LC Investigates. The link is in the description. 2 months after the initial interview with Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez, detectives knock on her door.
Hello.
There, they locate several family members who were either known to be involved in the shooting or knew who was. The first person they get a chance to talk to is Elizabeth Ortiz Chavez's oldest son, Gilbert Ortiz Chavez, who is sometimes called Gibby by friends and family.
My bad, I just realized my mom left to work.
Your mom left to work?
Yeah.
Who are you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's your name?
Can I ask why?
You're not in trouble or anything, my man. We just want to talk to some people, and we understand they live here. So if you're one of the people we want to talk to, we'd like to chat with you.
Well, she's not like my mom. I'm their friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's your mom?
Yeah.
What's your name, brother?
My name's
Oh, hi Gilbert, how are you?
Mike.
Who else is in the house? Do you mind if I... Your sister? Is Elizabeth here too?
Elizabeth, my little sister's here. Do you want me to go get her?
Yeah, she knows who I am. Can I actually talk to you, Gilbert? You know what it's about because, you know, I've already done some research. Get your hand out of your pocket for me, please. Thank you, I appreciate it. You already know what